Yeah. It might be good to actually hit that live button every once in a while. Only 8 minutes in.
Yeah.
Yep. Comics by Night, folks. It's early in the morning where I'm at, 5 a.m. here in the middle of Michigan, a little below Flint. I'm your host, Randy Zimmerman. This is Comics by Night. Let's get that opening running, and we'll get underway here. There we go.
What was that? This is not a charade. We need total concentration. Now, once again, this time, with theory.
There it is. Come on in, folks. We see you out there. The chat is live. We are semi awake. I have coffee. So it's all good. Comics by Night. I'm your host, Randy Zimmerman. Arrow Comics. Been doing comics since since long before most of you have been born. Right now, I'm writing The Atlantean, The Adventures of Cull and Brule. The campaign for the 4th issue is just about to get underway, so be on the lookout for that. Almost done. One more little dot on the I and a cross on a T, and it's going to go live. It's great. The 4th volume is almost completed. It's looking really, really good, folks. We can't wait for you to see it. So I'm writing it, but Mr. Russ Leach is drawing it, and Russ is here today with us. Russ, why don't you introduce yourself?
Morning, my name's Russ Leach. I'm a comic book artist from the UK, and yes, I'm working on The Atlantean. You can I've shared the campaign page. Actually, it's not live yet. It's supposed to go live on Monday, but we may put it live tonight. It just depends if, like Randy says, we've got the I's dotted and the T's crossed. So do you want to put that up? It's on a share.
Is it? All right, there.
Yeah, there it is. There you go.
Yeah.
So there it is. You can see some of the campaign it's not live just yet. We've got that video in there. Great video. Pedro helped us do, and we've got all the usual. You can buy, or you can go get back issues. You can buy the artwork. There's some of the artwork here. We've gone for a retro look. So the Lethal book, the Lethal pages, we've got a short story in there about Lethal, our latest character, and that's all pen and ink and wash, and we went for pen and ink and a mechanical tint on the main story. Again, it's all that retro feel. And you can still pick up the special omnibus. We're having that available, which has got a beautiful cover by Renato. There it is. There, you can buy issue 3 and issue 4, and get issue 1 and 2 and the Shadow Kingdom all in one special omnibus. That omnibus does not go on sale anywhere else. You can just get it with us. And eventually, when we do put the whole set of Volume 1 into an omnibus, then it'll have a different cover. So if you want to pick up the full collection, it might be worth picking that up this time. So there you go. So quite pleased, and that'll be available, maybe available this evening, but most definitely it will be available on Monday.
All right. Excellent. Today we are looking at The Spirit, number
Beautiful.
1.
Look at that.
Will Eisner. We are on the comicbookplus.com website. They have lots of public domain works there that they've scanned in. This is from Quality Comics from way back when. Will Eisner Studios helped found Quality Comics, created a lot of their characters like Human Bomb and Uncle Sam, Dollman, and Black Hawk. And Eisner at this point was self-syndicating The Spirit, as well and allowed Quality to print books of those sections into issues. This is the first one. And we're looking at this today because of Will Eisner week is this week. The Eisner estate or somebody out there wants to bring your attention to Will's work. So let's look at the spirit here. Contents. There's 6 different spirits sections in here in this issue. There's the first one.
Look at that.
See a little block added down here for the newspaper to stamp their put their own stamp on it if they want to, or that's where the spirit section masthead used to be up on top. Yeah. These spirit sections, in case you're not aware of Eisner's the spirit, Eisner was out looking for a different way to distribute comics, and he saw that the main way comics were being distributed, obviously, was through the newspapers at the time. So he put together a book, a little small newsprint book that he made available to these different large newspapers across the country to include into their Sunday sections. So every Sunday, you wouldn't just get a color comic section, but you'd also get a little comic book with the spirit and Lady Luck and Magic Man. I think that's the third feature there for a while. And the spirit was always 7-8 pages long. Denny Colt. Let's go back to that cover here because that really explains a lot. Denny Colt's a detective that they thought was dead, and he decides to play dead. He works out of his Wildwood Cemetery along with his assistant Ebony there, and they fight crime outside of the law. And he calls himself the Spirit.
Was that so? How close to that is to being the first comic?
To being the first spirit section?
To being, well, I mean, the fact that he created a comic. When was this? What year was this?
I'm not sure exactly when the spirit started up, but he was right. Eisner and his studios were right there, right as comics were forming.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, like the fact that he's, put together this so that they could put it in the paper separately as a comic book, where other people's producing comic books.
Yeah, this isn't the actual section that ran in the newspapers.
No, this isn't. This is the comic book that he put
this
together.
is a separate comic that Quality.
That's what I'm saying. But he's made this because he wanted to distribute it in a different way.
Yeah.
Is that because nobody else was making comics at the time?
No, everybody was making comics at this point. It's just that this format was really popular. And
right. Okay.
He was sure that there were some places out there that didn't have a syndicated newspaper spirit section.
Right. Okay.
So they did this spirit comic. Plus it put 6 spirit stories all together into one book. So, which is why they did this. But that would be the quality of the paper that you'd see for an average spirit section. They didn't have a glossy cover on it.
No.
It was just some sheets of newsprint that were saddle stitched together. The spirit story was the lead off, the cover page. And then to fill it, the rest of it out was like Lady Luck, which was a female detective dressed in green, and a Magic Man magician type story ran for quite a while.
Like early comic books, back at Atlas and prior to that, Action Comics and what have you, were their covers glossy or were they paper?
No, they were glossy to start with. They put a little glossier cover on them for the newsstand books.
So those books like kind of started out with glossy covers. Because I mean, over here, I was very used to having paper covers.
Oh yeah, very much so.
Yeah, but the British comics were all just paper. They didn't have, well, not all of them, but quite a lot of them, especially the Marvel UK stuff. was
Yeah, they
all
were all
print,
newsprint. Yeah,
newsprint. Yeah,
you'd get some of them Titan, and some
yeah,
of the later ones would they'd start putting slicker covers on.
yeah. That's right. I mean, even Captain Britain, when they did,
Yeah,
when they changed it over from color to black and white, but they put a slick cover on the front of it. So
and doing that, it kind of changed the entire feel of the product.
it did. Yeah,
If
completely. Yeah.
you see these spirit sections, and it's raw. I mean, it's as close to a Sunday newspaper section as you can get.
Yeah.
And it adds a whole different feel to an actual comic book.
It's lovely work.
Oh yeah. I love this stuff. And this is a prime area too. This is all Eisner. And if you've never read much of the Spirit, folks, I can't recommend it to you highly enough. 7 pages per episode. Each episode is pretty much self-contained. Very basic premise to get into it. Very basic cast. But the stories themselves are incredibly memorable. And it's just masterful work. Especially once you get into the material after he came back from the war. So it was a while there he had apprentices and assistants that were doing the majority of the artwork while he was writing it while he was overseas working on correspondence for illustrations for the military. And then after the war, he come back on the Spirit section full force and just was knocking it out of the park, doing some really crazy things. I was always admired the way that he could tell a story in 7 pages. That, you look at like even like a modern Image comic, that'd be a 3-issue miniseries.
Yeah.
To cover the same amount of plot.
Even with this, there's not too much text. It's not too text heavy, is it? It's balanced.
And it's moving.
Yeah.
I love this stuff. The quality line was just great.
It's thick as well, isn't it? It's just so very confident.
Yeah. That's kind of the art style, though. You go back and you look at the plastic. The Jack Cole was doing Plastic Man for the same company at this point. And Jack Cole was had assisted Eisner on the Spirit sections here for a bit. Because all that group of folks were working for that company. Kind of explains why they were doing some nice quality stuff. They were one of the first whole comic companies that DC acquired back in the I think it was early 60s. They took quality on and the quality characters. It started printing Black Hawk. They also quality also started printing GI Combat. DC took over that title too because apparently it was a big seller. The Eisner studio worked for them, worked for Fiction House quite a bit, created a large amount of Golden Age characters. And then in the meantime, Eisner was playing around, keeping his eyes open for different ways of getting comics distributed out to the masses that didn't have to deal with the newsstand distributors. And decided to try to self-syndicate this comic strip book to the newspapers. I think they figured it was 22 million Spirit sections a week.
Wow.
At its high point. It's the start of the next story here. kind of a universal character like this. You can put him in all sorts of different situations.
He's just got a mask on. You know him.
Yeah. This be a little earlier. Some of the composition on this is a little, looks like it was a little earlier. For Eisner's stuff. And that inking work, though. I always loved his brushwork. Duck. Should have known better than to trust a Nazi. Get out those pineapples. We'll blow them off the map. And they're already dead. They're dead. It's filthy. Killed them all. There's nobody left but me. It's always great little one-off stories for the most part. There were a couple of them that were continued over the years. But really great quality stuff. Let's go. How's the chat doing? Chat's open, folks. PBR's in the house. Hey, PBR. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us this morning. Looking through a little bit of Will Eisner work. Quality Comics Spirit #1. There's a little bit more action coming in. Octgot bang. Oh. A little slow on the trigger, Fritzy.
Got.
Yeah. Oh. Mind if I drop in? Huh. Spider-Man dialogue back in the 40s. Who knew? Anyway. I beat the rap spirit. Won't go back to the States after all. Hold on, Tony. I don't think he gets back to the States. Sure, Eisner got a lot of experiences from folks in the war. It's Tony Zacco. Classic, iconic swearing here. That makes for great comics. There's Ellen Dolan. Kind of the love foil for the strip, the commissioner's daughter. They all
she
know.
Certainly knows how to lean.
Yeah. Leans real well. A little rustic work back there, just a hair. Not bad, though. And that hand lettering.
This guy's haircut is hysterical.
The commissioner?
Yeah, just this one bit on the top of his head.
Yeah.
Massive chin, massive pipe.
It's a lot. They said, a lot of folks said that Eisner self-portraited himself into the commissioner. His later years, he really looked like that. Maybe he was using his dad as reference or something. Look at the compositions here.
Yeah.
You know, worm's eye view, medium view, straight on.
The characterization as well.
Everything's moving here. Even if those balloon tails are a little long. My, what a heavenly outfit. Right up there, I think, with Jack Cole's cartoony work and expression. I'm sure they were working off of each other at this point.
Yeah.
Cole learning a lot from Eisner and vice versa. You must be tired of walking around after me. Why not take a nice refreshing nap with a little bit of chloroform? Ebony's keeping an eye on her. And of course, folks, these are 1940s comics, so you get a little stereotypical here, but Ebony was one of those characters that, especially in comics, that was written about as close to real life as Eisner could get it, even though he looked exaggerated. Eisner grew up in a mixed neighborhood, New York City, so he wasn't trying to be stereotype. He was just using a lot of the imagery of the day. Look at that action here with the riding the bike.
Smack. That door shut pretty quick.
Sure did. Hey, ain't they got no manners? Hey? There's a little bit of the yes in this, but this is an early strip as well. And later on, it drops. He pretty much speaks like a New Yorker after not too long. See a lot of Jack Cole influence in this. Is Chad going PBR still out there? Have either of you two seen Signal from Space by him? I have seen it. I don't have a copy of it, though. I used to have a copy of it, but I don't know whatever happened to it. But would love to get one. She's Hubba Hubba. Oh, yeah, I agree. Let's go up here next. That action pose. A little bit of Batman dynamics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coming down.
Yeah.
Huh. Even though that foot back here does not look good at all.
No, but it's still, yeah.
It's kind of like a little hoof looking. But overall, look at that. How they bends that.
Well, he's cheated the angles in that panel below it as well.
Yeah, here. Thanks, Ellen. This gentleman must have been bored doing all the fighting himself. Watch this, my dear. Doesn't the spirit do these things cleverly? It's right out to here. Miss Spirit Boss is inside. Yep, very early strip here. There we go. Next story. It's a little block here. They used to run at this as the main cover for the spirit section, and then there was a little block here, a little announcement that it was the spirit section, what the title of the story was, and it left some room for the paper to print their own logo, iconic logo on each book as it came off the presses. Amen. I'm entitled to that. At least one decent funeral. There's a little mood. Lots of solid, lots of basic primary colors because that's the way it was printing back then.
It moves really well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
His art is very vibrant. The line work is very vibrant. Lots of motion in it.
Great fun stuff. You don't see a lot of mention of the spirit or Eisner's work. That's why I thought it'd be cool to show a little bit off here.
Well, the trouble is, because of the representation of his black partner, people get squeamish about it.
Yeah.
And it's like, it was of its time. And you have to remember that. And also, you've got to look at the writing as well. Like you say, he wasn't being written down.
Yeah.
In any way. So it was just, the language was of its time, and the, the phrasing, as it were, and the description. But he changed the way he drew him after a while, didn't he?
A little bit. He still kind of had the exaggerated features on him, but right. The big change was that he grew up as far as his language really became very domestic, not at all caricaturistic.
Right.
And he started becoming like a little side bit of humor relief and getting very entrepreneurial. He was out there always trying to start another business or looking for a way to make some money. And then for like little kid humor relief, Eisner ended up bringing in another white kid who was constantly sucking on a candy cane. He called Sammy. And Sammy would go running around with him every once in a while, getting into trouble.
But yeah, I mean, it's that that people will be squeamish about it. The guy's got his name on the most prized award in comics, so they can't get rid of him. But I'm sure they'd love to.
Well, they've tried quite a bit because of the stereotyping, but it's just an example of the day. You just have to look at it in the context of what it is. And he's had said publicly long before he passed that if the culture had been different, Ebony definitely would not have been drawn like that.
Yeah.
And that was literally the accepted norm for the time. There's a lot of dialogue here. Somebody trying to explain stuff pretty tight there. Yeah.
You left plenty of room for it, though.
Yeah, they did. This might still be while he was off on at the war.
Those cartoon eyes.
A lot of that are just, look at that.
And look at the way his anatomy there. That's great.
Yeah. Well, look at those boxers. Look at that. Look at that angle.
Moida him, KO.
Yeah.
Moida
him. He must be inside of one of the boxers' minds.
That's a weird looking face.
Crazy little villain. Get him down there stuffing his it's like he's taking money. He's running out the exit. And now the cobra eyes of evil-eyed Manders fade into the darkness. Yeah. Another great angle here. He didn't have to do it from that angle, but he did.
No.
It's great.
Loving those shots.
Yeah.
The ones with it by the tree. He's doing his detective business. That's just great.
It's looking at the first panel there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really great.
Yeah.
Considering what, could have been a lot more domestic. Look at the tube radio behind. That's awesome. Oh, look at that face. Right next to another really cartoony face. Almost looks like a kid with a goatee. That's fun. Spirit, what do you want with us? Just wondering if you'd like to come to the office of the boxing commissioner willingly, or would you prefer to be dragged there? Take that gun. It's the very thing I need. That defeated looking face right there. It's interesting. This to start with, it looks like the tree is in front, and then it gets behind him here. It's kind of odd.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Yeah. Oh, look at that face. Holy crap. This might not be all Eisner. This might be, that really looks like a Jack Cole face right there.
That's bonkers. Yeah, look at the spirit's face on the far left there.
Here.
Yeah.
The other guy trying to hypnotize him. You need rest, Spirit. Lots of rest. You'd love to go to sleep now, wouldn't you, Spirit? Sleep, Spirit, sleep. He's out. That you don't just draw him sitting in a chair, just lounging. Look at that. He's leaned back. Natural looking.
Yeah, it's great.
Love that. And the angle here as well. Cemetery up there. That's just phenomenal. There's always something to be learned. That kind of looks like Eisner there too, guy in the lower right. He looks like somebody's newspaper boss.
Yeah.
Spirit's been after Lefty for that insurance company job. They'll give me 10 G's for this, easy, and drop the Spirit at the bottom of the river to boot. I'm gonna get him now. Must be Lefty now. Oh, nope. It's the cops, and they found him in time. What's the matter with him? Put an evil eye on him. That's what it is. Look at that panel. The exaggeration here in this figure. That is crazy good.
Yeah, amazing. The yeah, you can see the
just the curve there on him. Keeping him back. Another smack. Hey, it's nothing. This ought to close those evil eyes for a while. Smack. That's police work for you. Oops. Crooks like you are a disgrace to the fight game. Smack right through a door. Lefty Lewis. Yeah, Lefty, it's like this. Why, you dirty rat working for the cops, huh? Make me walk into a trap, eh? I'll show you. No, Lefty, don't shoot. I can explain. This don't need no explanations. Don't try to catch my eye, evil eye. I'm keeping it on your bay window. Oh, just shoots him up.
pew pew.
Only one who can save me. Of course, he misses.
Of course.
Spare, wake up. Huh? Where am I? What? Hello, Dolan. Just leaning in. You ain't getting out of this, evil eye, and the spirit's next. Bang. Yeah. Oh, he actually hit him. Look at that great print job on this. Phenomenal. Every screen, I think, is off.
Is off, yeah.
It's the way they used to print them, folks, one color at a time. And sometimes they don't register right. It's one of those times here. Look at that. Just the whole screen is dropped. A great cartoon look, though. He's hypnotizing the commissioner. I got way off register on that red. Usually don't see that very often.
No.
That's who this powerful building took. Guess I was in sort of a daze and just kept right on going. Oh, here we go. It's a nice little sewer scene here. Fresh air, clear my head. Two murders, no motives. Men didn't even know each other. Everybody liked them. they were killed with kindness, I suppose. Yeah, how to keep somebody's attention during a boring conversation. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here's
101.
Yeah. Over exaggeration here. Always funny. That is the key to cartooning right there.
Yeah.
He's not just kicking them papers. He's kicking them papers way up in the air.
Yeah. He's kicking them.
Yeah. He's not just zooming in. He's all eyes there. Zip. Little line, real tight line work here on the chin. And you don't see that on all of the cartoons. All of the other drawings he's done. It took a minute for that shading. Oh, you know why? Yes, for the same reason that I'm going to be the next. My name's Harry Saunders. I used to go with a girl named Ruth Malone. Skip your love life. What's she got to do with this case? She's got everything to do with it. You see, Broadway and Joe Doolin used to go with her. used to go with her too. So that's how I know I'm supposed to be next. He's got this one little bead of sweat to try to up the concern. Ah, the missing link, Spirit says. Ruth was always a queer sort. She'd get moody fits. Then she wouldn't talk to anyone. Sometimes she'd even pretend not to know who I was. Crazy as a loon. That's the girl we want. You know where to find her? Yeah, I think so. Gonna go look for the crazy as a loon girl. Ah, you and your intelligence. She's a suspect, and I'm having her picked up.
Well, just got to dip out. I'll be back in 2.
All right. Great stuff. We're just carrying on. Look at that thumb on the bell. You don't even need a sound effect. You can just hear it. Ruth Malone just typed over above. That sets the whole scene right there. Look at how great that is. And a worm's eye view shot here of her looking at the door. Oh, she opens the door. There's a shadow. She's surprised to see her and expected me, Ruthie. Let me go, please. You're hurting me. No, don't. Did you hear that? They're there. The Spirit and the commissioner are getting there just in time. A woman screamed, Ruth, wait for me, hurry. Yep. The Spirit, look at that exaggeration again, him jumping out that window. Get out, Dolan. Head him off. Reach for the clouds. Kill it. Ooh, looks like they shot at him. Never was any good at curtain speech of Spirit, but get him for me. Oh. Looks like he's dying. Oh, there he goes in after him. Look at that. It's a section of panels here. Great stuff at work. Your gun's empty. He's counting all the shots. And he's shooting at him. You can almost hear the water. Smacks him hard enough to lose him in the deluge here. Gets swept away. Look at that hand. That's not an easy hand to do either. He's gone. Yeah, I must have.
Back in the room.
Yep. Can't let him die like this. He's just he's crawling out of the sewer. He just took care of the guy. He's taking care of Dolan. He got shot up. Here they fished Yellow Eyes Janice out of the South River. That kill crazy maniac got what he deserved. Stop talking. The doc said you'll bust his brand new stitches. I want to thank you, Spirit. Woof, look at that dialogue. I've lived in terror of the day Yellow Eyes would get out of prison, even though I divorced him before he was sent up on that murder charge. He always said he'd kill any man who even looked at me. You poor kid. Oof. That's why she got moody fits and pretended not to know anyone. She didn't want Yellow Eyes to kill him in a jealous rage. That proves you should throw away that police handbook, Dolan, and pay more attention to real honest emotion when you're looking for a murder motive. Says, yeah. Says the doc said if the bullet Yellow Eyes tossed at me hadn't hit this first, which was his handbook, I'd have been a goner. Now what do you got to say? He's saved by his handbook. All right. I think that's it. There's a hardcore message there for a whole page. This book has been manufactured under wartime conditions in full compliance with all orders and regulations of the War Production Board, in particular L245 by Vital Publications, Incorporated, New York. Book publishers since 1893. Yep, I believe that is it. Yep, Vital book. Pretty much. There we are, folks. Spirit number 1. Quality Comics Vital book. comicbookplus.com. Celebration for Will Eisner Week.
What a wonderful, wonderful service they provide.
Great stuff. There's all sorts of notes here. Yep, any book that's in public domain and all of the quality comics copyrights have lapsed. We can't use the Spirit. The Spirit IP is still copywritten. But we can look at it here. The book itself in public domain for us to look at and enjoy. comicbookplus.com, folks. There's all sorts of different things to explore there. They do take tips and ask for contributions quite often. They're always adding new material. They have a beautiful library of old radio programs. If you're looking for something to listen to while you're working, some great old radio programs are saved here. You can literally read comics for months here as well. Old digital golden age comics, the stuff that copyrights have fallen away on. There's a whole ton of different comic companies out there whose copyrights have lapsed, and whenever they can find them, Comic Book Plus scans them and posts them here for your enjoyment. comicbookplus.com, folks. That's the end of that was a non-paid sponsorship, by the way. We're just appreciative of their site. We're glad we're able to take a look at it, bring it to you.
It's a short one today.
Very short one. Holy crap. We're only at 47 minutes.
That's okay.
Are we good?
Yeah. It's good to mix it up.
Incredibly long, I guess. That was a quick issue with Eisner, and Glenn's not here to fill a lot of time, so
to fill the airwaves.
Still a little bit of airwaves, yeah.
If you're watching, Glenn, I hope you're feeling better.
Absolutely, Glenn. Hope you're feeling better soon. Switch to digital layout display, looking good. Yep. There you go. Did the plague get Glenn? Not yet.
Yeah.
Just snotty. Best and a quick recovery. This is my favorite Isom comic. What?
I don't know. Bizarre statement.
Okay. All right, folks. Again, we appreciate you stopping by. That was the Spirit number 1. We'll have more stuff next week, next Friday. Maybe a little Daniel Torres and maybe a little Star-Lord if I can dig up those magazines. Take the time to go look through it. Keep meaning to go through my long boxes too to pull out a lot of oddball black and whites that folks might not be too aware of anymore.
Star-Lord would be good.
Yeah, I will look for those and see if I can't find them. In the meantime, folks, if there's anything out there you think that we should take a look at, let us know. We're always open for suggestions. Happy to consider anything. I really wanted to do a one-off show, short one-off today anyway, because we've been doing so many multi-part shows lately that it's probably pretty good just to do one. Didn't kind of want to lean back on doing Crime Does Not Pay all the time, even though we've done a ton of them. Like to do some. Well, they're good. Doing more again this year.
Good to do something else.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, switch it around a little bit. Folks, again, deeply appreciate you being here. We know the majority of our audience is after the fact. We appreciate you also. Don't be afraid, and please hit that like button. If you're on a platform you haven't subscribed to yet, and I'm not talking money subscriptions, but if you're not following or subscribing, whatever platform you're on that you're watching us from, please do that as well. Any interaction with this show and that platform that we're on just goes to help our algorithm get out there in front of more folks. All right. And we really want to, we're just going to keep doing this anyway, because we love doing it. It inspires us, and it, helps get that blood flowing and the creativity running. And it makes us better artists going back and taking a look at this material. We just love it, though. This is what we're here for. We just love this art form. And I wouldn't say we love the industry, but we do love the art form a lot. And we just love sharing it with you as well. So if you enjoy this program, tell your friends. You can always use more eyes and more participation here. What do you got? Switch to digital, looking good. Did the play get Glenn? This is my favorite ice comic. Okay, that's it, folks.
That's it, roll over.
Sorry for the short one today, but that's about it. I'm gonna go back to bed, I think.
Yeah, nip off to bed. I've got work to do.
Russ has got work to do. Russ, tell folks how they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me over at russleach.com. Sign up for the email list there. We've got our new campaign coming. It's going to be definitely available on Monday. And I'll send everybody out an email who's on the list. It might go live tonight. If it does, I'll make sure and tell everybody. Otherwise, I'll see you all next week.
All right. It's Sunday, right?
Oh, Sunday. Yeah. See you Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday. By the way, Sunday we'll be going through Dan Dare.
More Dan Dare.
More Dan Dare. And I don't have that book right in front of me. Right there. Whoops. Not that one. Sorry, folks. This one.
That one.
Dan Dare, Reign of the Robots.
Nice.
I'm looking through that. Great stuff, folks. Frank Hampson. We've been looking through it the last couple of weeks on Sunday Funnies. He's having a blast looking through that stuff. So join us then for that. And again, deeply appreciate you being here. We'll be back here next Friday morning at 5 a.m. or thereabouts. We might be a few minutes late, but we'll be here. And with more stuff, more great comic book consequential artwork. And then again, we're Sunday Funnies at 9 a.m. We are archived at the Comic Book Black Belt YouTube channel, the Randy Zim YouTube channel, and the Indie Comics Network YouTube channel. So please, like I said, wherever you're watching us from, make sure you hit that like button, because that goes a long way to helping us get out there and be seen by more eyes and more folks. So I think that's it. Go visit your local retailer. You'd be amazed at the stuff that you're going to find there, especially in those boxes that maybe folks haven't looked through for a few months or so. Read comics, give comics away as gifts. Try to talk positively about comics. If there's a comic out there that you love, tell folks. Get up there on those platforms and don't be afraid. You don't have to be negative all the time or talk about how much whatever the current character of your choice sucks or has been screwed over by half-wit, non-talented idiots. You don't have to you don't have to be that negative all the time. You can always go back and go, nothing matches. If you're into superheroes, first 50 Wolfman Perez Titans, the Austin Byrne Claremont X-Men, the Avengers versus Defenders War. There's so much. The Justice League annual crossovers with the Justice Society. So much great stuff out there to enjoy. So don't have to be negative all the time. Spread a little of that comic love. Folks, we'll see you soon. Sunday, 9 a.m., more Dan Dare. Watch us. Watch our archive shows. We just appreciate doing this, and love to know that you appreciate it as well.
Great comics. That's all that matters.
That's what it is. That's what it's all about. Folks, take care. We'll see you soon. See you on the next one. Take it easy.
As he sits each day at his board, along with his characters, Jack Kirby is far from lonely.
I haven't got the trappings of a circus, but there in my mind is a very active and bright and colorful place that's as good as any circus that I've ever seen. And I live with that, and I enjoy it immensely.
in the time before Atlantis sank, when the lands of this world were savage and untamed, one man would claim his destiny, seizing his place as a king. After defending his throne and learning the devastating truth of the Serpent Kingdom and its deadly cults, King Kull in his right hand ruled the Spear Slayer, make a solemn vow to hunt down and destroy the hidden empire of these serpent demons. These are the tales of those journeys. This is the Atlantean. Tales inspired by the brilliance of Robert E. Howard, featuring his first barbarian characters as introduced in the pages of his classic tale, The Shadow Kingdom. Each volume contains beautifully painted covers and around 50 pages of original black and white art and story, featuring classic sword and sorcery adventures you don't want to miss. Join us on these epic adventures and sign up now for news with the email list at russleach.com. Bring your axe and prepare for battle.
Have you paid your dues, Jack? Yes, sir, the check is in the mail.
Joke's on you, bitch. I love this shit.
My nipples are always hard.
What?
Hi, would you like some headphones?
Absolutely, but how did you know my name was Phones?
Hey, everybody, we're all gonna get laid.
What was that? This is not a charade. We need total concentration. Now, once again, this time, with theory.
Bye, Jack.
We really shook the pillars of heaven, didn't we, Wayne?
No horseshit, Jack.
No horseshit.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.